Hi again, this is Joe Stokley, broker owner with Stokley Properties, Property Management Services, covering the greater Walnut Creek, Contra Costa area. And today, my guest, Mr. Curt Bullock from Bullock Insurance Brokerage, here to talk about insuring your investment property. And, I get this question a lot from people, novice investors and very, longtime veterans in insurance. What's the best coverage for my residential insurance property?
Well, first of all, you want to make sure you have a landlord policy, not a homeowner's.
Okay.
So if you're living in the property and you move out, take the homeowner's policy off, invest in a good landlord policy.
So let me ask you, that's you bring up a good topic. So I'm living in a house, I got a homeowner's policy. You move out, you need to pick up the phone and call your insurance broker.
Exactly.
And let them know, hey, this isn't my primary residence, it's now a rental property.
Exactly.
Because if they didn't do that, and let's just say there was an accident, the house burns down, would they have problem collecting now that it's not their primary residence, that it's a rental property?
They could, because they turned it into a business.
Okay.
It's no longer a home, it's a landlord.
Considered a business.
Yeah,
Okay.
landlord policy. So what you want to do is when you get a landlord policy, some of the key coverages are liability. So you want to get at least $1 million in liability coverage. And within that liability coverage, you want to make sure it covers a number of things, such as bodily injury, fair housing, discrimination. Those are things that come up in rental properties here in California. And in addition, you want to make sure you have coverage for loss of rental income. And what that means is if there's a fire in the property, the tenant moves out, the insurance company is going to pay you that loss of rental income while the tenant's not there.
Wonderful. So like your property, it's uninhabitable. You can't rent it to somebody else.
Right.
But because you have the right type of insurance, you're not going to have that cash flow, that stream of cash flow stop.
Exactly. You're not going to miss that cash flow payment. You're still going to be able to collect it from the insurance company.
Excellent.
Other coverages you want to look for is eviction expense coverage. So if you have a tenant that you have to evict, there's some benefit there that you can put a claim against your insurance company to pay for the eviction. And here in California, they passed a new law called AB 551 that deals with bed bug remediation.
That's a nice subject. Yeah.
So you want to make sure that you have coverage to remediate those bed bugs and remove them if you have a tenant that runs into those problems. So what we do is we take a consultative approach. We look at a number of companies and we look at the property and we find the best policy for it, and we work for you, and we can help you insure your rental property so you don't have any interruption in your cash flow.
Excellent. Is there a difference or a big difference between the type of insurance you'd place on a single-family dwelling compared to like a multi-family residential investment property?
Like a townhouse or a condo? So a townhouse and condo usually has a HOA policy, and that covers the outside of the unit.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas the landlord policy, you want to make sure you buy a policy to cover the inside. So you're protecting the inside of your property. So if a tenant's hurt on the inside, or if there's a claim from a upstairs, downstairs clinic, could be smoke or water damage, that you have that loss of rental income coverage.
Very interesting topic and industry. One that you should consult with a professional such as Curt here, because it goes on and on. It's endless. So we're happy to help you with that. So again, Curt, thanks for being my guest
today.
Thanks,
Joe.
All right. And this is Joe Stokley, again with Stokley Properties, saying thank you, and we'll see you again soon.